History was never this hilarious. Prepare to chuckle at facts that defy your imagination. Let's be real. History class wasn't exactly a comedy show, was it? It seemed like an endless cycle of dates and wars, sprinkled with names long enough to belong in a spelling bee. But hold on to your wigs and powdered puffs, because today, we're turning the dusty pages of history into a laughter-filled arena. Forget about the dim, dreary stories of yore. Instead, brace yourself for a whirlwind tour through some of the oddest events and bizarre personalities who made history as intriguing as a reality TV show. Not the kind you doze off on, but the one that gets you glued to your seat, popcorn in hand. We start with the eccentric monarch, King Charles VI of France, who believed he was made of glass. Yes, you heard it right. This fragile king wore reinforced clothing to protect his glass body from shattering. A laughable spin on royal insecurities, wouldn't you agree? Then, picture this. It's 1629, and we're in the bustling streets of the Mughal Empire in India, where Emperor Shah Jahan decides the peacock throne isn't flashy enough. Architect Ustad Ahmad Lahori is tasked to create a chair like no other, embedded with the finest jewels stolen from the rooftops of the world. Such wild desires make modern-day divas seem tame. We'll travel further back to ancient Egypt, where pharaohs like Tutankhamun and Cleopatra turned the Nile into their personal runway. Cleopatra, perhaps the original beauty guru, was said to bathe in donkey milk for flawless skin. Talk about a lavish skincare routine. Fast forward to England in 1587, Queen Elizabeth I, the self-styled Virgin Queen, was reportedly so paranoid about assassins that she wore wigs of diverse colors to baffle would-be attackers. Imagine dealing with the towering headgear trends of her era while keeping the aristocracy guessing. Let's not forget the story of Timur, or Tamerlane, the conqueror who fashioned a pyramid from the skulls of his enemies. Macabre, perhaps, but a fascinating embodiment of the age-old adage, "To the victor go the spoils," gruesome as it was. And just when you thought you'd heard it all, cue Caligula, the bludgeoning blow-maddened emperor who sought to appoint his horse, Incitatus, as a Roman priest. A horse at the altar? Now that's Sunday service at its kookiest. Then, across the Atlantic, we find the Aztec emperor Montezuma, whose daily delicacy included tejolote, chocolatey foam drank with a golden spoon. It's exquisite, but dollars to donuts say he never embraced chocolate moderation. Laughter echoing through the annals of history is unheard of, but every curious fact makes history a little less like a test, and a lot more like a hearty giggle fest. Next time a tedious historical anecdote rears its head, remember these delightful peculiarities. History wasn't all swords and sagas. It was a stage of colorful characters playing out their quirks. No need to fear history books anymore. Instead, arm yourself with giggles and perhaps a sense of "what was that" appreciation.